He wrote something to do with justice, detective, police, cop, etc. Now Tula doesn't. Is that what it communicates? Tula? Yes or no? Yes. See, that's where he got his formula right. So each one of you guys, if you get your formula right, automatically you don't have to worry. It will start. Lakshmi will start embracing you. That is most important. Next, ninth one you can also analyze ಅದೇ ತರ, but in ninth ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಹು ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. So that way, between the three trines, the first and the fifth trine was very powerful. So it worked to his advantage. Timing was how many more minutes I have? 4 minutes. Huh? 5 minutes? I should end up in 5 minutes? Then, okay, Sumaran, I have horoscopes. I'll probably give you 2 more charts and I'll end it at that. Huh? Continue, Papa. Continue. Are you sure? ನಾನು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇರೋ ತನಕ ನಾನು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮೀ. Are you finding it interesting by the way? Yes, very good. Okay, we'll go to the next chart. Margaret Thatcher. Who has heard of her? Margaret Thatcher. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ, ಅವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು ಅಂತ. You all heard of her? Who is she?
Steel lady of Britain.
Steel or iron? She is actually more common, yeah. So steel is much uttamavaದ version alva, correct? I think we should rename it Steel lady. But yes, she was actually a British stateswoman and an iron lady, very strong. In fact, after Margaret Thatcher, one of the people that I kind of recollect is my own mother. We call her in the Manelelu, we call her Iron Lady anta. Some of the combinations that my mother and Margaret Thatcher they have is phenomenally good. Clarity of thought, decision making, ability to influence so many people around you is phenomenal. Oudu nodana enide anta special. So Ketu is in which house? Ketu is in 4th house. So Ketu in 4th house ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅವತ್ತನೇ? They have a good understanding of real estate, they'll have a good understanding of ancestry, they'll have a good understanding of heritage. Now, what does it mean? It sums up to they'll have a good understanding of the nation as a whole, the history as a whole. Now, Margaret Thatcher's specialization, she was a stateswoman. Did not mean that there's a geographical boundary, real estate. Did not mean that she's taking care of the country and transforming it to the next generation. That means the culture is preserved and evolved as well. Yes or no? So she was actually the PM of UK from 1979 to 1990, almost 11 years. In fact, she was the longest serving PM in the 20th century. Now let's look at where Ketu is. Ketu is in Makara. Right? Makara, usually any average person, again, of astrology will tell you, Makara is the sign of common sense. Yes or no? One of the greatness of Margaret Thatcher was her ability to look at things objectively. Influence ಆಗ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಕಲರ್ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೂ she used to look at it very objectively and she used to make fine decisions. ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. One is Ketu in the 4th house, understanding of heritage, culture, real estate, etc. But most importantly, from what perspective? Makara, the sign influence irutte yavaglu. That means common sense was at its optimum. Right? Now let's look at trinal houses. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th houses. Adu nodana, which is stronger anta. 9th house has Jupiter's aspect in it. However, Jupiter is a malefic. 3rd house and 6th house lord. Common sense. On Manel idane, that is one blessing for it. But malefic, yes or no? Yes. So 9th house ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ weak ಆಗಿದೆ. Right? 10th house ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Rahu. Very good. 10th house Rahu. Do you guys know whether it's good or bad? 10th house Rahu is very very good. Okay. It like Rahu andre tale, thinking capacity. All these CEOs etc. are actually ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So 10th house al Rahu idre, that basically means that entire house is really good. So she is not just going to be an average politician, she is going to be at the pinnacle. I heard 9th year 10th year, that's what is the difference. 9th alli she will be employed, but 10th alli they will go to reach and become the head of department. In this case the highest position was becoming a PM, right? PM of Britain, United Kingdom, on a prestigious thing. Now look at 11th house. 11th house is no special. Papakatri yoga idea. If you consider Rahu to be a malefic as well, even though it's a Chaya Graha, can you say it is Papakatri yoga? Yes or no? Yes. And 12th house? Afflicted? No brainer. One frustrated malefic. And the 11th house lord is also there. No brainer. So 10th and 11th is gone. So between 9, 10, 11, 12, which is the one which is very powerful? 10th house. Now what was her career? She was employed by the government, right? Yes or no? And what level did she reach? Prime Minister's level. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಫರ್ದರ್. ನಾವು ಇದು ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೋಡಿ. ವಿಲ್ ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದಿ ಟ್ರೈನ್ಸ್. ಟ್ರೈನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ತುಲಾ. ತುಲಾ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ? ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್, ಜುಡಿಷಿಯರಿ, ಪೊಲೀಸಿಂಗ್, ರೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಾಂಗ್, ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕುಂಭ, ರೈಟ್? ಕುಂಭ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? ದ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕುಂಭ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಝೋಡಿಯಾಕ್ ಸೈನ್. ಎನಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸಾನಿಫೈಡ್ ಕುಂಭ ಅಂದರೆ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಡ್ವೈಸರ್ ಟು ಪೀಪಲ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾದರ್ Dr. B. Raman, next, I think I have one of his charts also. You will see Kumbha is very personified in his as well. So any person who has a very strong Kumbha, personified Kumbha, will be an extremely good advisor. Clarity ninda nimge ಏನೇನು ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. So very strong there. And Kumbha also shows humanity. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಂಡೇನ್ ಹಾರ್ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ Kumbha also shows humanity. So it is showing there, it is quite well placed. Mithuna next alva. Next 9th one is Mithuna. Mithuna is a little weak. Yake? Why is Mithuna weak? Hey, 3rd and 6th lord aspect idea? Yes or no?
Is that the 12th lord? 12th lord.
Pardon?
Manke will become 12th lord.
He becomes the 12th lord also.
No, I am talking about Mithuna. Is the sign Mithuna powerful or not? It is aspected by Jupiter. So usually Jupiter aspect ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಗುಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗುಡ್
He is not good in this case.
He is not good, exactly. So Mithuna will become weak.
He is 3rd and 6th lord.
Pardon? 3rd and 6th lord. Howದು? So that's why the remaining two signs, that is Tula and Kumbha, took over. And what did she become? She became the Prime Minister of United Kingdom, and she is one of those ladies who has actually made wealth through becoming. Very politicians wealth ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, but she made wealth in all fairness and kindness. Unlike the other politicians, ನಮ್ಮ politicians ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, where they have made wealth in other white money as well. But she was one of those people. At the time of her death, I think she was worth close to $16 million, and she did this through righteous channels. That's most important. Okay. Next one, let me take another one. Before I continue, I would want to again do a time check. Okay, you want me to end it? Okay, then I will just go to the next one. Paramahamsa Yogananda. Okay, I'll go to the next one. Okay, I'll give you this one more chart, and we can close this completely. This is an example of a salaried person. Okay, let me just give you 10 seconds for you to just look at the horoscope. Ketu ilide, first and foremost Ketu 6,000 ಇದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ? Ketu 6,000 ಅಂದರೆ natural ability to manage operations, natural ability to do negotiations, natural ability to manage processes and people, natural ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Anything to do with 6th house, especially when Ketu is there, natural ability to do negotiations, operations, processes, tools, network, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. This person is there in the 6th house. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, which is strong. Observe ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, I will try to skip this. ನಾನೇ ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ because I thought I'll give you one more chart also. Between these, 9th house is the strongest. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ 11th ಪಾಪ ಕರ್ತರಿ ಇದೆ, 12th ಅಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ 10th is not very powerful. So 9th house is strongest. So as I told you, this person is not going to be the head of department, but he will be just another ordinary person ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. This person whom I have told you is actually a Six Sigma black belt process advisor for a manufacturing company. Look at how beautifully the K6 and the 9th house has come into play. Six Sigma consultancy ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, process improvement ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಕೆಲವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. This person happens to be a advisor for a manufacturing company. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ, 9th house is aspected by Jupiter and Mercury, right? Have you seen that? Yes or no? Yes. Now Jupiter and Mercury, they are actually forming a Raj Yoga. That basically means he is actually going to do, he or she is going to do a good thing. It's actually a female horoscope. Interestingly, the Charadashadali 9th house Charadasha start ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. This lady, and I've told her that it's anything to do with water is going to be very powerful for you. She's now got an opportunity in Germany to actually work on manufacturing in a manufacturing industry related to water. That means she's going to be a part of a big advisory company for a company which manufactures boats. Look at how beautifully things have aligned, and she's doing very good because Six Sigma idinda she's paid at a premium. ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಶೀಸ್ ಅ 6 Sigma there, she's paid at a premium. Look at how powerful the horoscope can give you clues in this. Finally, before I leave, I would like to show one simple horoscope, which is almost my personal favorite horoscope, which is my grandfather's. So Tirga, I will not analyze too many things into the entire thing, but look at the position of Ketu. Where is Ketu? 8th house. What did I say? Ketu in 8th house, occult sciences. Is there anyone who has done a study like him? No other person. The greatest person, one person who has done so much of work for astrology is my grandfather. And where is his Ketu? 8th house. Exactly. So this is exactly what I was trying to tell you. ನೋಡಿ ಇವಾಗ ಲಗ್ನ ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ಕುಂಭ ಪರ್ಸಾನಿಫೈಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಡ್ವೈಸರಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. Look at which lagna he is. Is it Kumbha? Yes or no? It was personified. You actually look at the combinations of where it is. Lagna Lord in the 4th house. Is it not Kumbha personified? Very straightforward, right? And was it not advising everybody? When he passed away, I was 18 years old, 17 and a half years old. I know right from the Prime Minister to the common man, everybody across the world had come and consulted him and for his guidance. That's the beauty of Jyotisha. ನಿಮ್ಮ respective horoscope ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ you can do wonders. And this is truly what Lakshmi Yoga is. Lakshmi Yoga is not when you have some astrological combinations. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ fate. ಅದು ಬಂದರೆ ಬಂತು, ಬೀಳದೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. 95% of the people, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೋದ್ರೆ 83% of the people will not have Lakshmi Yoga because ಆ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. But rest of it, how do you do it? You follow this formula that I have given you. KH plus 9, 10, 11, 12 plus trines, particularly trines, look at the zodiac and the planets in the zodiac. Okay? Thank you very much.